McCrackenatMidnight with Brian the Bassturd. You're watching the show. Hey everybody, welcome to the basement of the Monkey Palace and the show with Brian and Sam and Brian's fingers.
Yeah, that's right.
Welcome to the place where you will give up your soul to your robot overlords so that you may finally join the ranks of a society in which you don't currently fit in. That was weird.
Yeah, double bass. That's right.
Double bass.
And why double bass?
Double bass, really.
Because we went on Bass Quest this weekend.
We did Bass Quest.
Now we're making a video about Bass Quest, like we promised we would. But we just got back last night late, and then I had to sleep / do laundry.
I also slept. To be honest, though, a little preview of Bass Quest. It's much less about the quest for the bass and much more about how much I hate everywhere we were.
Yeah.
It's mostly about how I hate Connecticut and New Jersey and Delaware and Maryland.
If you're from Maryland, don't watch the show next week.
Or Delaware or New Jersey.
Except like half our viewers are from New Jersey, so we can't really...
I didn't really say that much bad stuff about New Jersey that people from New Jersey don't also say.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway...
Hey, everybody!
Hey, how you doing? Yeah.
Hello! Copyright!
Bass Quest is coming. Next week, we're going to have the Bass Quest.
Bass Quest!
But this is the bass. We got it.
This one right here.
And it's as shitty as Sam said it was, / as great. It's actually entirely made of fiberglass.
It is. It's made of fiberglass. It's pretty sweet.
Anyway, I feel or see no reason to jump right into the...
No. We have a pretty loose show tonight because we're really tired still.
I feel great.
I'm pretty exhausted. I slept on the smoking room couch last night.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I wrote this like 5 minutes ago.
We got our nice little half sheet set list.
Yeah. I started writing one. I wish I could show you the one that I started writing because it got down to about there, and then I wrote, and then I tried to mimic what it's like to trail off with your voice in writing, because that's how interested I was in writing the set.
Yes, we are recording. Thank you. I started recording during Start the Party.
Yes, we got that. Thank you, but I think you were the one who...
Yeah, you're the one that reminded us.
We all...
Anyway, so
news!
News!
Starting off with some sad news.
A lot of sad news, actually. Yesterday, what's the day today? Today's the 23rd. Today's the 24th. Yesterday, a famous person, for some reason, I am blanking on her name right now, which is crazy, because I just read about a bunch of stuff. What the crap is her name? It's, that's right, Sally Ride. Sally Ride was the first woman to go into space, and she died yesterday at the young age of 61 of cancer. She was a really cool person. She was a pioneer for women and for all people on the planet.
I don't think any astronaut is not a pioneer of anything.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Because there's like 6 of them.
Especially a pioneer for women. An excellent role model for young girls and older girls too, I suppose.
And younger guys.
And younger guys. Seriously, she did stuff I can't do and I would like to do. So that's very sad. She will be sorely missed, as she was a pretty cool lady.
Yeah, no, what are you going to say about that? Dead astronaut. Dead cool astronaut. Yeah. Have there ever been like douchey astronauts? People who they were like, you know what? We don't want you shaming the name of the astronaut.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Buzz Aldrin is kind of a tool, but I don't think he's really a jerk or anything.
What makes him a tool?
I think he's just kind of a tooly guy. He's just kind of a... Okay. He's kind of... I've heard stories. The town I'm from, there's a school, Buzz Aldrin, I think it's middle school. There's also a Neil Armstrong Elementary. But Buzz Aldrin... I heard stories where he would come to talk at that school, and
he'd like punch the kids. And
no, he was just kind of like he was kind of a slow, like, cute dumb guy.
Okay. I mean, his name's Buzz.
His name's Buzz Aldrin.
Okay. More shitty news, but at least interesting shitty news. Everyone has been talking about the Colorado shooting.
Aurora, Colorado.
The dude, what was his name?
Oh man, it was. Keep talking.
he went dressed up like the Joker to. Do I even need to tell you guys about this?
You really, James Holmes.
James Holmes, the guy who went to Batman dressed like the Joker and shot like 60 people.
He shot 50, wounded 58, and killed 12.
The booby traps in the apartment, and you guys have all heard it. But now I think I'm more interested in the implications of this because now it's been, of course, politicized by everyone.
Well, what do you mean by that?
I don't know. Now, the Christians are saying your Christian values are going down. That's why that's happening. There's gun control rallies, and the friggin' left's blaming it on the right, the right's blaming it on the left, and this shit entertains me immensely.
Is this stuff actually happening? Or you just think it's
happening? No, this is happening. This is happening. People are going crazy. There's actually a CNN.com has a pretty good article about it. Politicians are having a field day blaming each other for this, and
people are idiots.
Yeah, but this is the kind of thing that I enjoy. So if you get anything out of mass shooting, it should at least be being able to giggle at politicians. Which I always giggle at politicians anyway.
That, however, does not condone mass shooting.
It does not. It doesn't make it worth it. But it's like if you get sent to prison for wrongfully accused, and then they give you a chocolate, after you get sentenced. It's like well, I'm going to prison, but I have a chocolate, a fun-sized chocolate even.
Ugh.
Whatever. See, like I said, better than nothing. Anyway.
That was a weird tangent.
In the good news. I don't know how I found out looking this up today. I was at the laundromat, really bored, just kind of picking through the internet as I do. I think I searched whale butt, and then that kind of sent me on a thing. And I was always upset.
Whale butt.
I was always upset that there was no one, in a makeshift battleship going around blowing up whaling ships. Turns out there is, and these guys have been doing this for years and years and years. This cat, and I just learned about this today, so I got to look up his name. There's some good images in whale butt. I took a good scan through there today. Captain Paul Watson of Sea Shepherd has been for some 15 years going around to shark finners and whaling boats and has actually sunk like 12 whaling ships in the past, I don't know how many years, a bunch anyway. Not a lot, but he's going around just blowing up whaling ships. He's the man. And he was arrested a couple months ago in Germany on a license on a warrant from, I think, Guatemala, for some weird harbor ordinance infringement citation that they were going to send him to jail for, but it was really just an excuse because he was doing shark finning stuff there. Anyway, it's really confusing.
Why do you get so much porn when you search for whale butt?
It's not porn, it's just whatever, I don't know. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is this is really confusing. I haven't dug up all the facts in the story yet. The important thing is that for the past couple weeks, there's been a campaign going on to the...
Mark and Max are watching. Good job. Yeah, go on. Keep talking.
He was in prison in Frankfurt for 2 months, and there was a huge campaign to send letters and stuff to the German government to release him. And then there was a day of action where people went all over in the United States and all over Europe to German embassies to protest. And I think just on the 23rd, they let him go. And it worked, and the protests worked, and they put this guy back out there. And I don't know what happened to him at this point. Again, the only reason I found out that he'd been freed was because my roommate Mark, went and looked up a story as I was telling him about this and said some stuff. So I don't have all the facts. But the bottom line is there's a guy who goes around and blows up whale ships.
See, my question with this, which I asked Brian and he didn't know, because I don't know how anyone would know, or if I feel it would be much bigger news if it were the case. But my question is he blowing up boats with people on? Because no matter how many whales people kill, and no matter how angry we can get at these people, it's no reason to kill them. It's no reason to kill a skeleton crew of like 38 people on a giant tanker whaling ship, an old barge or something like that. It's just not.
Okay.
It's just not. It's just not.
Well, let's agree to disagree.
You're saying that those 30 people should be killed.
Yeah, fuck them. Whatever. I doubt he is. I think there'd be more trouble with this guy than... I think he'd get arrested quicker than 15... It's Jared Dempsey.
Who's that?
He's a friend of mine from high school. Jared Dempsey, I'm doing my show.
Jared Dempsey, you're on McCrackenatMidnight.
Are you listening? Oh, are you calling in?
Oh my God, is it our first caller?
What the fuck is going on?
Tell him he's got to turn down the TV.
You got to turn down the TV. You're going to cause feedback. Use the comments, Jared, so you don't have to call me.
I also have a friend named Jared, but he doesn't know that this show exists.
What? Red Sox what?
Red Sox butt?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Jared. I'll tell you what. Are you watching the show? Because I'm doing it right now. And I got to keep doing it.
Red Sox. Oh, we'll get to that.
Oh, we'll get to
that. Get off the phone,
Fuck
Brian.
You. Use the comments like everyone else.
Anyway.
Thank you. Someone hang up on the Demp. Yes, I appreciate it. Anyway.
Hey, Joe Jarvis.
Is he killing people? I doubt it. I think he'd be in more trouble if he was. But anyway, I just like eco-terrorism for the most part.
I like eco-terrorism when it's effective and not destructive. Well, no, often it's destructive, but it's an okay kind of.
They have actually ended whaling. This one ship, Sea Shepherd, that this guy is a captain of, actually ended whaling. Stopped the entire industry in Spain and Portugal.
Good,
because they were so sick of having the ships blown up. They were like, whatever, we quit.
That's awesome. That's great.
So.
Eco-terrorism is kind of a misnomer because it's not really terrorism. I mean, the blowing up the boats is, but often eco-terrorism is, acts to destroy facilities in non-explosive manners. Like, not terrorist ways, just to stop them from working, plugging up holes and plugging up pipes and stuff like that.
I like the term. I wear it proudly.
That's what's funny about it. Eco-terrorism is the term that people choose. Like, why would you want to be a terrorist? Why would you want to strike terror into hearts? It's violence, man. Violence is never the answer. Terror is violence. In any case,
speaking of terror, did anyone watch the Red Sox game today?
The Red Sox have not been doing so good. They did really good against whoever they played, and now they just lost 3 games to Toronto, and then they just lost today 1-9 against the Texas Rangers. So
1-9.
They're not doing so hot. They're now in last place in the league.
Thankfully, this breaks Sam's theory that the difference between the Red Sox score and the team who beats them score was exponential.
Well, that was only Toronto because it was so blatantly it was. I swear, I could calculate it if I want to, but I don't really want to. So
it's not Moff Tarkin, by the way. It's just Vader and Luke.
Yeah, it's the Emperor.
Emperor.
It's not Grand Moff Tarkin. Hey, behind McCracken, 2 bases.
Yep, we already said that. Shut up.
I wish I had a Grand Moff Tarkin shirt. That'd be cool.
Yeah, had that curve continued, probably like next week they would be losing something like 200 to 20.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the Dark Knight Rises. Don't worry about it yet.
Oh, shit. Are we gonna?
We'll get there.
What we have to talk about first, and this involves all of you, we were talking driving back from Base Quest, actually at the tail end of Base Quest. Why do we do McCracken at midnight?
Actually, we started talking about it when we were sitting at dinner with my mom.
Yeah. Well, it's something that's been on our minds anyway. Because I think more people would watch if we didn't do it in the middle of the fucking night on a Monday. And then we were reminded, because we were driving back and we were having a really boring drive up through, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania was actually one of the cool parts.
Well, that's where we started talking about it. Anyway.
Yeah, but anyway.
We had this awesome conversation about Star Wars.
But we realized that we don't start talking about cool shit until, 10 o'clock.
And you know what? It was the McFlurries that did it.
It was the McFlurries. And by the way, we have ice cream piping in right now. We're supposed to. My girlfriend was supposed to be bringing us ice cream.
Boy, I love ice cream! Anyway, so we were at a McDonald's, just in somewhere, I don't know where we were, in New York, I think. And we were getting McFlurries, and, Brian asked a question, and the conversation went on for a good hour and a half. And it was just a crazy conversation that got weirder and weirder.
We were talking about cameras, right?
Oh, yeah, well, first we started talking about, oh, yeah, that was that. Well, first we started talking about the alternate dimensions in towns.
Oh, yeah.
That's when you said, we have weird fucking conversations.
I have a theory. Some of you definitely know it, that every suburban town in the country is basically like a bizarro version of every other town, and they're all basically identical except for little differences.
Watch out. It doesn't have enough cookie dough. Let's leave. What time do you start talking about interesting stuff again? Haha, trying to sabotage us night to night.
Oh! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, of course. Thank you.
Oh, God, you're on the camera.
Oh, no.
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Yes.
By the way,
was disappointed.
I want everyone who watches McCracken at Midnight to start and sign an online petition to make my girlfriend come on the show sometime.
Yeah.
Because she fucking won't.
Leave now.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
Anyway, where were we? God, we're getting sidetracked.
Oh, yeah, okay, so we have a conversation.
The question is,
anyway,
should we move the show earlier in the day, or should we keep it at midnight?
This is a really big deal, guys, and all 7 of you get to, decide this. It might be 6. I'm not even sure. Now it's 6. This is a really big deal, because if this happens, our viewership, hopefully, is going to go up. We won't be such a weird, freaky people avoid us sort of show. Because we're 2 dirty guys, sitting in a crappy basement, eating shitty, not enough cookie dough ice cream.
There's plenty of cookie dough in here. Shut up.
I didn't. Someone else said that.
Who said that? Whatever.
Lee.
I don't care. Stop badmouthing my ice cream.
It doesn't have enough. I pointed it. You read it out loud.
I did?
Yeah.
Who cares? Let's keep going.
Keep it at midnight, says Ustreamer 108351.
Well, here's the other idea. Should we do 2 shows? Should we do a McCracken at midnight and then a McCracken in the morning or some shit somewhere else?
On Thursdays.
Do or one in the evening. What do you guys think about that? You'd think people would still be interested. If the midnight show is the extra special one that only you 7 losers watched. You 7 unbelievably cool tools. And then had another show that, I don't know, a bunch of other tools watched. What do you think about
that? Yeah, California is a big... Yeah, we're going to have 2 viewers in California come September.
Yeah, I think people should be getting their morning news from us. I think people should wake up to us. I'm thinking people sitting around, making toast, getting ready for work, having coffee, and then, we come on with, dude, an astronaut died.
What? Well, that was a freaking Bill, man. Whoa. Dude.
That was you. Hey, so,
That's what I sound like?
You don't sound like Jerry Seinfeld, but an imitation of you sounds like an imitation of Jerry Seinfeld.
2 degrees, man. 2 degrees of separation, me and Jerry Seinfeld. Okay, so, alright, so that's one idea. Midnight plus a midweek 6 a.m. show, which is never going to last.
Well, here's what I want you to do. Now, I know there's big decisions for all of you. So, you guys should think about this and put your ideas up on the Facebook group.
Hang on. This person said, this reminds me of that Mike Myers movie based off that SNL skit. I'm sorry. Do you mean Wayne's World? Is that the Mike Myers movie that you're talking about, Wayne's World? I'm not going to have you answer that because I know that's what you're talking about. That's called Wayne's World. And that's probably
That's exactly what.
That's exactly what this is.
Yes.
It's just not about the underground music scene, and
sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is. That's true. Anyway.
Okay. Whatever. So anyway, yeah, you guys need to help us decide what to do with the show. I don't think I want to get rid of the midnight show, but we got to figure out what else we're doing because we're trying to expand our viewership. But that also falls on you. Tell your friends about
Tell your friends. Come on, people.
And get your parents and your kids to watch.
And like the freaking Facebook page, because I know like 3 of you that are watching right now haven't liked the Facebook page yet.
We're
watching. I hate your guts. I literally, not you, just your guts. I hate your stomach and your liver and your pancreas and intestines and your kidneys and your gallbladder. And I already said appendix, didn't I? Maybe you don't have an appendix. I hate all of them. No. Yeah, I hate the top half of your hip bowl and the lower lumbar region of your spine.
And like
and your belly button. I fucking hate it!
The floating ribs. Too.
And the floating ribs right there. Put the right link on the Facebook page. Do you mean, what link do you want me to put on the Facebook page? Or do you want me to put the Facebook page link on here? Go on with the show.
Okay, shrug it. The show keeps going on. We're going to talk about movies. You all know what you need to do. You have jobs as fans of McCracken at Midnight. You have work.
We're not gonna pay you except in laughter.
Movies. Okay, so first of all, before we get down to the big shit, I saw Brave. We've been talking about this as animators since we first heard about this. Now
this person's sassy. You're sassy.
The criticisms you may have heard of Brave were that it was form over function. It looked better than it watched. The second one was simply that it wasn't as good as any of the other Pixar movies, and that it played it safe and was predictable. Neither one of those, both of those were true, but at neither point did it actually detract from it. People are like trashing on this movie, and it was really fucking good. It was great. I enjoyed the crap out of it. But I went on Rotten Tomatoes when I got home, and people were like, Pixar is good! This movie was weak! And, I don't know what they're hating for. It just, because it wasn't the best that they'd ever done, they were a little disappointed.
Whatever, people are dumb.
Yeah, people are dumb. I don't know what they're hating this movie for. But I'm just don't listen to anybody except me, because I have the only opinion that matters. Brave is really good.
I haven't seen it yet.
And it looks awesome. Sam hasn't seen it, so I'm not
You could feel Disney's fingerprints on it. What is wrong with that? Yes, Disney has some problems, but they also make a lot of really good movies.
Like Brave, for example.
I like saying that like that's so Disney to a Pixar movie is just saying like they should not be completely different and always do something new.
Also, it wasn't. I think people are misled by the fact that it has like this kind of like fairy tale setting to it. And yeah, it was like kind of cutesy. It was made more specifically for like little kids than a lot of their other movies have been. It was way less ballsy. Not to say that Pixar movies are ballsy, but it was less ballsy than.
Oh man, Up was pretty ballsy. Talking dogs, what?
It was kind of a little wimpier than some of their movies, yes, but it wasn't like it. I wouldn't say it had Disney's fingerprints all over it.
Who's just naming Disney princesses? I like you. Pocahontas, Mulan.
Mm-hmm. You're correct about all.
Mulan is about a sassy warrior girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, the chick from Brave, although I can't remember her name, which says a little something about the movie, I guess. But whatever, I don't care. She was way cooler than Mulan. Way cooler.
Well, it's pretty hard to do.
Nah.
I don't know girls in real life that are much cooler than Mulan.
Nah, I didn't like her character that much.
Mulan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know. The lead character was actually one of the problems I had with Brave. She was just, like... Her character was told better through her actions than it was through her dialogue. What she did was pretty good, Her dialogue was kind of corny. It was a good story. I think the actual dialogue held it back a little bit.
Interesting. Well, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I can't see that much because Sam hasn't seen it yet, and I don't want to blow it for him. You do know it's like about bears, right? That didn't come across in the trailer.
I do. I'm not just afraid of all bears. It doesn't work. It's not like that.
I know. It's like fucking with you.
Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, movies. Oh yeah. Also, so the other movie. We saw Batman.
We saw Batman in Virginia.
In Virginia. And we are not going to talk about it in length, length, because...
Okay, let me tell you what happened when we saw Batman. Because you know if you watch the show much...
No spoilers, don't worry.
We've been talking about Batman. We've been like, I don't know about this shit. But then we're like, but then it was like, but then we're like, So, we've been apprehensive about Batman. I think myself more so.
Agreed.
But... No, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's fucking awesome.
It's definitely awesome. It's a really good third movie. It caps off the whole thing very nicely. Mm-hmm. It sticks with the flow of all three movies. The villains are awesome. The story is weird and confusing and
but pulls together pretty well at the end.
But still in like a kind of like a mind-blowingly confusing way. Just kind of like, I still don't know what's going on, but I know it's awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna, and basically when we saw this movie, we were like walking out of the place and like we were looking at each other and we were like, I don't know. Me and Sam and Sam's mom, who we went with, because Sam's mom rocks and let us sleep at her place.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're her son. That's not really like, yeah, sure, I guess you can crash here.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, she seemed pretty apprehensive, but then I told her that you love to do heroin, and she was like, oh, yeah. Yep, he can sleep here. Yeah, bring him in.
She was like, yeah. So the three of us were walking out, and it was like, I don't know. And we like drove home in dead silence, and I was like, dude, did you guys see that movie? And they were like, yeah, I know, right? It was crazy. So we're still kind of shell-shocked.
Sam's mom let everyone sleep over. Yes, she did. Anyway.
You can say whatever you want about Sam's mom because we specifically told her she's never allowed to watch this show.
Yeah, I said to her. I haven't told my dad yet because he'd watch it and he'd be like, oh, that was interesting. That's pretty much the fit. But my mom, we were sitting at dinner and I was like, oh, yeah. Because we were going to start a conversation about it. I was like, oh, Mom, just so you don't get confused, we have a midnight show, but you're not allowed to watch it. It was pretty funny. Why would you censor her? Because I don't want to hear my mom. I don't want my mom to hear me curse. It's like, you know, it's just, I don't like to curse anyway. It's not. I don't want my mom to hear that. I don't want my dad to hear that either.
I like to curse, and I am positive that my mom watches this show.
New segment: Sam's mom. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
We'll think about that one.
You guys are giving some good stuff tonight. Anyway, Batman.
So
Batman. Go see Batman.
And as far as our discussions of Batman, we were talking about writing pre-prepared paragraphs and reading them. We're going to take time. We're going to have installments of discussing Batman over the next couple weeks.
I think that we should do like a Friday night special or something like that.
We got to do a whole show just talking about Batman.
Yeah, and there's no specific length. It's just we start at like 10 p.m. and just go and just talk until we can't talk about it anymore.
We're gonna wait. You know what? We should wait till it's out of theaters, and that way.
Well, that'll be in like 2 months.
Is it gonna be in theaters?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It had a $130 million blockbuster weekend. Just the weekend was $130 million. That's a lot.
Yeah. That'll stick around.
Anyway, go see Batman so we can talk about it, and you can talk about it. I had a really great conversation with Mark Tang earlier today, and I'm really interested to hear what a lot of people think of it. Because, you know, it's really interesting because it's nerd culture that's coming into, like, not just mainstream movies, but more than decent movies. You know what I mean? It's like actual films instead of just the Green Lantern. You know what I mean? So I'm really interested to see what people actually think about this, because nerd culture is, just such an awesome thing, and I like
on that note, there was a trailer before Batman.
Oh yeah,
they couldn't have timed it better. They're like, well, the new Batman series is ending, so Superman obviously next, and we saw the Man of Steel trailer, and it looks dope.
It looks, you know what? It does look dope. It looks really, really good. Zack Snyder is directing it, which makes me really nervous. So, but at the same time, at least we're gonna have a really pretty movie, because he makes really pretty movies.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see if it's good.
And it looks like they're really, really trying to do the same thing that they did with Batman Begins and the recent Batman series, where it's like realist Superman.
It's gritty, which I already hate, because that's not what Superman is. I think
it could be. The way the trailer was set up, you guys should all go look it up. It was really cryptic. There was someone narrating some shit that didn't make sense, and there was like a guy walking around with a backpack.
He was walking around. He was on a boat or something.
He was on a boat, and then it said "Man of Steel," and it was
there was the kid with he was the kid with the cape.
Yeah, it was like, whoa, that's so crazy that that's the new Superman movie, and it ended the trailer ended, and then they were like, well, in case you're not a complete dork and you don't know what we're talking about, and then for 2 seconds they showed Superman.
It wasn't even that. Yeah, they showed him flying around, and then they show the big S. Yeah. But it didn't show nothing. Brian said it was cryptic, which it was, but it didn't show nothing. Yeah, hey, that person, I hope you're Max Carlton, make All-Star Superman live action. This is my argument. Superman is not dark and gritty. So many different comics, you can, people have tried to do Superman dark and gritty, but it doesn't really work, just because the whole idea behind Superman is he's like the ultimate Boy Scout, you know what I mean? He's the all, not just American anymore, but he's the all-American hero. He's Superman. He is the superhero. So, to say, to make it dark and gritty is going to, completely kind of get rid of his whole, good boy image, you know what I mean? Superman has problems, but they're, the problems Superman has aren't, I'm gonna go cry about it and get angry. They're, I have to deal with pretending to be human while also missing my entire homeworld.
I think you can do it.
They're relatable problems.
I think you could do it. You could do it. And again, trailer did not give a lot of information.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I may be entirely wrong.
The way it looks to me, I think it seems like it's on the right track for me so far. I'm excited, and that's hard to do because I hate everything.
I'm very excited just because I love Superman,
and because the last new Superman movie was dumb.
It wasn't,
I mean, it wasn't awful. It was just dumb.
No, it was dumb. I have a lot of real hard problems with the. Hey Sam, why did the chicken cross the road? To get away from KFC? No, that's not why. Well, maybe it was. Unless you know a super smart chicken that can read letters. Why did the chicken booby trap, sabotage? Good try. That would have been a lot better if you had kept it going a little bit longer there. So there was more dead air. In any case, yeah, I don't remember what I was saying.
Whatever, who cares?
Superman, I'm excited for it. That's that. What else? That's movies. Hey, we're gonna go on to a segment now that's new and that y'all sucked at last week. So we're giving it another try because I like it. We're gonna play Settle This Bet. So you guys have to come up with a bet for us to settle. Ask us a question. You guys have to bet between each other and then ask us, and one of you wins. And whoever wins gets whatever the other person said that they would win if they won. So we're going to settle your bets now, guys. It could be any kind of thing. It could be about us. It could be about the world. It could be about you. It could be about my mom. It could be about... Well, actually, no, don't make it about my mom. It could be about your mom, though.
The bets about Sam's mom will be in the Sam's mom segment.
Yeah, they'll be in the Sam's mom segment. So yeah, settle these bets, guys. Head-butting contest. That's not a bet. That's just a contest.
And this is why it didn't work last week.
Do you not know what bets are?
People don't know what bets are. They were asking us questions. I was like, that's a question.
What day is it? Tuesday. Up, I lose. I do not like this segment. It is not entertaining. Stop doing it.
Yeah, that's what I said, and Sam wants to keep doing it.
He
blames you for it.
No, you can't bet someone to do something. That's not what a bet is. You're the one that came up with this segment in the first place. All right, we're moving on.
Yeah, fuck this.
You're the person that came up with this segment, and now you can't make a bet. We bet you to headbutt each other. It's not a bet. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, this is dumb. That's a dare, not a bet. Now, if you said truth or dare with Sam and Brian,
I bet that if you two headbutt each other as hard as you can, Sam will pass out and Brian will. That's actually a pretty good bet because I'm not sure who would win that. I got McCrackens are born with famously hard heads.
Wait, what was it again? You'll pass out, and what'll I do?
You won't. Brian is better at double bass. That's true.
You know, we could have a double bass off.
Brian has been playing bass much longer than I have.
Not double bass.
Well, any bass. You've just been playing bass. I only played double bass for 3 years.
I didn't play double bass for any years, Sam.
I know, but you've been playing bass for
it's
10
not the
years.
same. It's not the same.
It's the musical talent you possess on the bass.
Sam,
it translates.
I'm interested in this. They're interested in this. We have two basses.
All right, man. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work out too well though. Greg, I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna be playing your bass as Brian plays my bass.
Wait, just pick a key.
What's this? D.
D. What's this string? Okay.
See, right there. Settled. You know I don't know strings though, man. I have weak fingertips.
Okay, guys, who's winning?
Brian is winning. I already settled this bet for you.
Fine. Set pedals. Okay. Wait, what did I say? Set pedals. Yes.
Set pedals.
Set pedals. I'm better at bass.
That wasn't even a bet.
Well, whatever, man. It had to happen. We had two basses here. There needed to be a face-to-face bass-off. Ah. Are we moving on?
Yeah.
We have a guest tonight.
Well, we're moving on to stupid balls, right? Oh yeah, it's guest time. You're right.
Yeah, fuck stupid balls.
See that? Stupid
balls. See this shit? It's not there anymore. Greg!
Brian, you are bad at basses.
Your bass is okay. Sam saved it. And it probably would have been okay anyway.
You are bad at bass. Help me, please.
Sam's bass is fine because it's made of fiberglass.
Because it's made of plastic.
How'd you put it up there, man? I couldn't fucking figure that shit out.
Stand up so it's not, like, leaning against itself.
I don't know, man.
You do it.
You do it. And while you're doing it, I'm going to call our guest, Melissa, over.
Hooray!
And then we'll explain why you still need to see that.
Yeah!
Oh, she needs a chair. Or a cube.
Why won't this bass stand? I got it. Cube it! Hooch!
I'll take the cube, actually.
Hey!
Yay!
Yeah!
So,
welcome.
How you doing tonight?
Pretty well.
Now, to start out, why are you in my house?
Oh, I ruined the thing.
You guys are awesome. And
okay.
Yeah, place to sleep. Also.
Yes, that was the one I was looking for. Melissa's of the new variety of couch surfers that have only in the past few months started showing up. People who come and then stay in the city and just keep coming back repeatedly. And, yeah, so that's cool. So we're just taking on new people. And Sam, how many people were sleeping here last night?
11.
11 people were sleeping in our apartment last night.
While I was falling asleep on the couch down here, I was counting how many people were in the house.
It's just a complete flop house by this point. I love it. So,
Slop house.
For those of you care questions, we used to actually write questions down on cards or just draw pictures and then describe them in person and see how they answered that. But we didn't do that tonight. We're just winging it tonight. So, Sam, you got any questions? Any good interview questions?
Okay, if you could be any color, what would it be? And after you've chosen that color, explain how you could better society as that color.
Alright, well, I was originally going to say rainbow, but then I decided to go with white because that's only one color. But in color theory, white is all of the colors mixed together. And I mean that would just embrace diversity, and then everybody would live happily together in peace and harmony. So that sounds like a pretty great society.
That answer is almost too easy. I would have said blue. No, I would have said green, because everybody likes it when there are Irish people around. Well, except for English people. But most people like it when Irish people are around because they have nice accents. And green reminds people of Ireland. That's what I would have said.
Yeah, it's not as good as hers, man.
Yeah, we love our green in California, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, where are you from?
No, seriously, where are you from?
San Francisco.
How tall is that city?
How tall is that city? I don't know the elevation by heart, man.
Is it like 4 feet?
I don't know.
Or like
I never really looked into it. Maybe you can look it up.
It's fucked up.
5 feet.
It's a fucked up city because it's right next to the ocean, but it's not at sea level. How do you handle that?
You don't. I handle it by living in Boston.
Yeah. San Francisco, by the way, is one of my favorite cities in the whole country. If I didn't live in Boston, if I had to live on the West Coast, it would be one of the few places I'd be excited to live at. I would live in LA. It would be cool. But San Francisco rocks. You should go there. Again, we don't know what we're doing.
I'm seeing a sad lack of headbutting. I'm seeing a sad lack of shut up.
Hey, do you think? Here's a question. Do you think headbutting someone helps you remember their name? Because I know we had a discussion once that you have trouble remembering people's names.
Yeah, I don't know. Headbutting usually makes me forget things.
Forget things rather than remember them.
What about skull fucking? Because whenever I skull fuck someone, I feel really good just for days.
I don't know, man.
You enjoy skull fucking. We skull fucked a couple times.
You don't like it because you have a sensitive scalp.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't enjoy it nearly as much as you do.
Come on, largest animal you could punch out. What is the largest animal you could punch out?
A giraffe?
You could punch out a giraffe?
How could you even
How could you even reach its brain to punch it out? That would not be a KO at all.
Wait. Is this like, are we augmenting this? Because maybe, think of a giraffe. If you could get up there. If you
Maybe it's like drinking water and it's like...
Because at that point, it's really unstable. It's really easy to punch
You can
out.
just push it over and then just hit it while its head's on the ground. Brian, what's the biggest animal you could punch out?
Biggest animal I can punch out?
And dolphin.
I'm going to say... Well, you see, it's interesting because there's animals that are larger than other animals. Like, I think a deer is larger just in the space it takes up than, like, a chimpanzee.
Yeah, that's...
But I could not punch out a chimpanzee.
It's true.
I might be able to punch out a deer.
I don't know. I think that this brings up a fun conversation that conversation.
I'm going to go with mule deer.
Mule deer, okay.
Yeah.
This brings up a fun thing that I like to think about, which is what animals would I go fight? Because there are a lot of animals that I would like to fight. Just go all out. If there was a wolf attacking me, I would fight it. I would fight it with all that I have. But punching out is a whole other thing. Because you got, like, speed and neck strength and stuff like that. A bear. No, see, I can't fight a bear. That just wouldn't work. I'd die. I'd just die. I'd just die. I'd like to try and punch out like a dolphin or something like that.
Zero?
It's the largest number of bees.
None? I can't even deal with the mosquitoes
17
out here in Mass,
bees.
dude.
I'd allow
4 bees.
I'd allow 1 bee on my face. I'd get nervous after 2.
11. I would allow 11 bears on my face. Yes, 11 bears.
If there was 1 bee on my face, I honestly
rape
could be okay with that.
A good friend of ours, Kara Ferguson, would allow about 10 million bees on her face.
Why does she like bees?
No, she doesn't like bees.
Okay.
Do you remember her in Ottawa?
No.
Oh,
yeah, I do.
Yeah, Kara loves bees. Anyway,
my dad's gonna start beekeeping.
Oh, sweet! Apiary is awesome.
Yeah.
My sister is taking apiary classes in Austin.
Yeah.
What's the tallest animal you've ever eaten?
I thought it said tastiest.
Tallest animal.
Oh, that says tastiest. Well, I'm changing it. What's the tallest animal you've ever eaten? What's the tallest animal you've ever eaten?
I was thinking about the tastiest animal.
One time I ate a giant chicken.
I know. Well, I know.
14 feet
I was gonna
tall.
say definitely the tallest animal I've ever eaten is a giraffe. Sorry, we're on giraffe again. Ostrich. I've eaten ostrich.
I had ostrich once.
They're like 6.5 feet tall.
One time I ate a snake, rattlesnake. That probably wasn't very long though. Rattlesnake. I haven't had gator.
I've had alligator, but alligators aren't tall; they're long.
Well, yeah, but I mean we could cheat here. We just got kicked off for too many comments in a minute. Melissa, what are you going to do about that?
I really don't care. So
Nothing.
If you heard the answer,
KO.
I don't know if you guys heard her answer, but what she's going to do is she's going to not only herself email you stream to complain, she's going to put together a petition and get 10,000 signatures. So you guys are covered. Melissa's got your back.
Hooray! Melissa, when you wash your hair, do you use shampoo or something else? Go.
I usually use shampoo. Yeah.
What flavor shampoo?
What flavor? Whatever's available.
Okay.
Usually the good smelling kind, because I like my hair to smell good.
Apparently, Ustreamer 108351, which I know who you are, just because of this one comment, uses skunk placenta to wash their hair. I know who you are, sir.
You're like, what? You must have a roommate who uses skunk placenta.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep. My roommate James uses skunk placenta in his hair. It smells very bad, and he forgets to refrigerate it. Yeah, no, I know it's Max.
Okay.
That's great.
And Rudy, like from the movie Rudy.
Oh shit! I had an orange stuff today, and I didn't do it.
Oh man.
Whatever.
Do it quick. You got. It's only 12:50.
Okay.
We're watching James. Oh, that's creepy. You guys are watching James across the street.
Don't do that.
Really strange, guys. Well, because Max lives right across the street, you know, and they could see into James's.
And what is it called when a book anatomy?
Cartoon. Oh yeah, these things. These are pretty funny.
Have you seen these?
Yeah.
Basically, I don't know who drew these, but somebody has been drawing these pictures that are the skeletons, these kind of old draftsmanly type renditions made to look like anatomical drawings of cartoon characters, and some of them are very, very exciting.
It's Pikachu.
You guys can see that? Keep going down. The Powerpuff Girls, she did all the Powerpuff Girls, and they're terrifying.
Oh, I like Charlie Brown.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not
That one's
good.
broken.
There's a lot more than that. Actually, one that bothered me was there was a one of a shmoo, and they distinctly stated in Little Abner that the shmoos had no bones. It was one of the benefits of the shmoo.
How could they?
And this guy drew a shmoo skeleton, but the shmoo skeleton was pretty good because he had he's got these little like arm things in there, as if
as if he's got little arms. Yeah.
Yeah, it hinted to the fact that maybe he was
evolutionary traits and whatnot.
Yes.
Melissa, feel free to chime in whenever you'd like.
Well, yeah, since we are fusing now the art and stuff and the care question segments,
Art and care.
maybe we can convert this into a question, such as, what was your favorite episode of Baby Huey?
Never seen it.
Never seen Baby Huey?
No.
Okay, how about, what was your favorite cartoon produced before 1985?
Dude, I wasn't even born until like 87.
I wasn't even born until 89.
I was not
Okay,
born
whatever.
until the
I
80s.
liked Captain Planet.
Yeah, Captain Planet was pretty
I
sweet.
don't know if that was before 1985. I don't.
It wasn't, but that's okay
Yeah.
because its message reached back through time.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
What was
Garbage
your-
Pail Kids or something?
What was your favorite episode of Captain Planet then?
I think I can remember. You know how many brain cells I've killed since then?
17 bees.
Do you remember the Bliss episode?
No.
And there was a drug called Bliss.
Oh, yes.
That episode was always seemed so hardcore to me because there were like mobs of junkies like storming the White House, and then like this dude like this girl was trying to rescue her brother who was addicted to Bliss, and she was like dragging him through
Through needles.
through the waiting pool out in front of the Washington Monument.
Awesome.
And then one of the kids just turned around and just turns like, put him down. He's dead. Bliss killed him. And then they just drop him in the water, and I'm like, whoa, this is hard shit for Captain Planet. That one stuck in my mind because it was like super dark.
Brian, you look tiny sitting on that cube. You look like my little brother, apparently.
I am.
Anyway, hey, we didn't do sports this week because no one posted a sport for us to play on the page.
Post a fucking sport for us to play.
Guys, we're an interactive show. We can't exist without your love and words.
The only suggestion we got was for polo.
And swimming. We got swimming, too.
I'm
We
a
did
swimmer.
get swimming.
Swimming's awesome.
Yeah.
How are we gonna swim in?
Fire ring dude could have fixed all their problems through burning.
Who? What the fuck are you talking about?
We gave the field hockey ball back.
One last care question
Headbutting is a sport.
from the audience. Give us one last care question.
Care question. Give us a question for Melissa. Fraggle Rock is not a question.
Next thing you say is getting turned into a question.
What happened to hurling?
That's a question for you. What happened to hurling?
Hurling.
We played hurling.
We played it.
It's on
Yeah.
YouTube. Okay. That was not... no! That's your question.
Answer that question.
Answer that question.
Answer
no.
the question.
No.
Yeah, I don't like hurling. It makes me feel sick to my stomach.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drink enough and hurling will happen.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you go.
Makes sense. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's time for us to wrap up the show.
With everyone's favorite part, except for Steve Decky.
Except for Stephen Decky.
He's probably not watching
bastard.
tonight after we yelled at him last show.
God
I wouldn't have
smells
yelled at him
like
if I didn't know it was Stephen. If I had known it was Stephen
dankest
Decky.
weed that you have ever, hands down, the dopest dope I've ever smoked. That's what God smells
Dopest
like.
flope.
What does God smell like?
Give me my goddamn shoe back, Chris O'Grady. Chris, why did you steal Joe's shoe? That's not very nice. All right, we're gonna do sing in the comments now, and Melissa apparently is going to rap the comments a little bit. Brian tried to rap last week, and it was pretty hilarious.
That was bad. I think that's what upset Steve so much.
What is something about yourself the Bri and McCracken don't know? Wrap us out, dudes. Here we go. In Spanish.
We're gonna go back to drug zombies. No, not even that far. We'll start from what happened to Hurling. Start what happened to Hurling, and we'll
start at what does God smell like?
Oh man, this does not rhyme. What does God smell like? Smells right, like stink, but like the best smelling oral Bassturd. And I shall not be your pinky. Feminism is rad. Red, pink. How does God stink? Blue, not you. Green. That was hard. Purple. Red. What color would I be? 5. Red bullets. 5. Are you gonna rap battle me now?
No, it switches over. You can tell he hates women because it was lowercase. Base up tension chillers.
Yes,
Pubics. Piggly Wiggly.
Safeway.
Base up
Base
every
up
show.
every show.
Costco. Stop and shoplift.
Shots. BMO's, Hannaford, Star Market,
Black
Kroger's,
Panthers.
Caldors, Tom Thumb, Steve Urkel, Market Street. Here, switch them off 101. Every day.
Censored Day.
Sesame Street, Franking Pig.
How does it look part?
Hogs are cool.
Tomorrow is not yesterday's next week. You're on preps.
Blue
Yeah. Ho, 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 ho.
Blue Jet Monkey.
Uh-oh.
Crotch pheasants. I'm afraid my one regret today is that I've missed the first panel discussion chaired by Eric Schlosser, who has done so much, if I may say so, to raise awareness of the key issues in this important piece.
The religion of pee.
It's true. Huskies are cool, but not as cool as the pit bulls. No, huskies are really cool. In fact, all dogs are awesome.
Wait, where did it
Soul
go?
dance.
Oh, we're looking at different.
Where do you go, my lovely? I wanna know.
Where do you go?
Soul dance, soul dance.
Pee.
Ball. I googled
Food speech, cause I was bored.
Sake. Beer flies are awesome.
Socket charming pen.
Please stop and help yourself to the PBRs in the fridge.
This is like Lord of the Rings.
The last one,
And
cause it never ends.
where do you sleep?
Couch surfers are radical.
In my butt.
Censored. Screws are okay, I guess. I'm
trying to watch Paul Blart Mop Top.
I'm going to get you while you sleep.
Well, I sleep.
While you sleep.
I mean, censored.
Well, you sleep, the one that went forever.
Melissa looks bored.
My butt is in my butt. We already did
Poor
that.
Melissa. Spider-Man. Monkeys have butts.
Spiders have balls. Ostriches have butts.
Well,
Everybody has butts.
Whales have butts. We showed you those earlier. Apparently,
my butt is
death
in
is
my
at your doorstep.
And that's the show, everybody.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
watching.
much for
Thanks,
watching.
Melissa, for being on the show.
Thanks
Thanks
for
having me.
muting Paul Blart Mall
being
Cop
bored.
for a whole hour.
Yeah,
watch
that must
the
have been
show.
really hard for you. Anyway, like our Facebook page. Tell your friends. Tell my mom next time you see her. And
Give us direction. Be the producers of our show.
be the producers of the show.
Tell us when to start doing our show or our other show. And most importantly, tune in next week because we love you all and you're all beautiful.
Our fate are in your hands.
Remember this forever.
And thanks, Melissa.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.